Welcome to the channel. My name is Oz, aka the Imperfect Trader for many reasons. I'm a multi-asset trader and this is my first official YouTube video. I've been learning trading over the past 2 years, two and a bit, and I finally became a funded trader in August of last year. I've decided to document my entire process properly, the good and the bad, starting with this FTMO challenge where I'm currently getting cooked on, -5% in drawdown. I want this to be the most honest and transparent trading journey on YouTube. Will it be the best YouTube video? Probably not, but this is to have fun, to document and to provide some sort of knowledge and transparency to all of you. So the goal is simple. Pass this FTMO challenge, bringing it from 5% in drawdown to a 10% target in phase 1 and then hitting that 5% in phase 2. So altogether we've got about 20% to do on this challenge. But the purpose of this series is bigger. I want to show you what real trading actually looks like. Not the highlight reels you see everywhere of TPs getting hit in 2 minutes and 6-figure take profits. You're going to see me do my analysis through and through, my psychology, the mistakes, the recoveries, the week by week progression. So this is a trade that I'm currently in. The day is Friday, end of the week, times 4:21 GMT. This is the 1 hour time frame. Now this is a Euro GBP trade, and if we're going to break it down as simply as possible, on the daily time frame we're seeing bearish structure. So we've got a low, lower high, lower low, and we entered on this lower high right here. We can see at this level we've had many rejections, both above and below. Going down to the 4 hour time frame, rejected this 4 hour 50 EMA. We hadn't yet reached the 50% on the fib. Ultimately I was looking for a 38.2% retracement as we had this impulsive move down, and I was looking for a shallow retracement to continue. So we got what is a closed test of this 38.2% area. On the 1 hour time frame, our entry was this candlestick right here. Now all was going well up until yesterday night, which was Thursday at market close 10 p.m. when this happened.
Okay.
Now what that is spreads taking us out at 10 o'clock. So on the trading view chart, you can see my break even was set here. After the trade had its initial push down at 1R, what I like to do is take 10% off the table, so that secures a little bit of profit, and then move my stop loss to break even. In this game, it's all about preservation over appreciation. We don't want to be throwing money left, right and center and giving back to the market. We want to keep the chips that's in front of us. Now, what happened, which is very frustrating, not the first, definitely not going to be the last, is at 10 o'clock we got taken out by spreads. Not only did we get taken out, but it went past my break even and took me out at a bit of a negative. If we look at this chart once more, what I've done is, obviously you can see there's 2 positions here, and what I've just done no more than about 25 minutes ago, as we've had this impulsive move down, I've taken a fib retracement tool from the swing high down to this swing low here, and as we've rejected this 4 hour 50 EMA once more many times, creating a lot of liquidity and showing where the sellers are, we've come down to the 1 hour and we've got this very small area of liquidity, many taps in. One could say we've got a left head, right shoulder, and I've entered on the retest of that neckline. Bearish engulfing, closed below the 1 hour 50 EMA. Again, rejecting this 4 hour 50, tapped into this 61.8 fib retracement from this swing high to the swing low, and looking to follow it through all the way down to this level, which on a higher time frame, on the daily, we can see is a level of liquidation. We've got support and resistance on both sides. If you want to look at it in more detail, 4 hour support, and as you go along You can see there's rejections all over. Here, somewhat here, sitting on the floor here, there, 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 all over the place. Bit degenerate on a Friday, don't usually do this kind of thing. However, like I said, I am the imperfect trader. I do have another position running, which is a BTC long, which is actually going quite nicely. Entered at the 88.2k, targeting the 105, 106 area, somewhat around here. However, I may look to get out around this level here. Simply because if we're looking at it, this is somewhat a bearish structure. So what we could do, if we have this move down, come up to this 99 to 100k, again, round psychological level, I'm sure many people are going to be taking profit here, especially after we've had all of this downwards movement. People will be moving in fear. If we come back up to that 100k, I'm sure a lot of people are going to be taking profit. So I could take heavy profits around that region. At this moment, I'm break even on this trade. So if we come up to, again, the 100k-ish area, we could come back down, retest this trend line that we've got going on, take me out, and then continue. Which again is all part of the game. If we look at this on a higher time frame, we've got the weekly 50 being rejected there as well. To me, this still screams bullish structure. So I am looking to take this long for the foreseeable. Again, on the daily, could have some re-entries if we come back down, retest this daily 50 at potentially what would be this structure level. If we come up, something like this, EMA comes here, we come down to meet it, look to take it out. That could be another trade. So mainly how I look to trade is on the higher time frame. I am primarily a swing trader, sometimes day trader, but my main charts which I look at is the daily and 4 hour. Why? Because structure is a lot cleaner, noise is reduced, and it forces discipline. Go into lower time frames like the 5 minute, 15 minute, it's a lot of noise. So when I look to take a trade, there needs to be a clear higher time frame structure in place, key zones of interest, confluences stacking together, a clean entry, and a well-defined stop loss and take profit plan. Again, my take profit here, as you've seen on Euro GBP, my stop loss is above these highs, which again, a lot of liquidity sits. Happy for if price does come up here and take me out. Again, my trade idea was invalidated. Now, not only do I use confluences on pair charts themselves, what I go to on top of that are these indexes. Looking at this Euro index, you can see we are in a bearish structure, which is why I've shorted the Euro against the pound. So going back to Euro GBP, I would still like to see some Euro weakness against the pound sterling. So let's talk about where I'm at right now with this challenge. I'm sitting at negative just under 5% drawdown. It is something that I'm going to be looking to rectify and see if I can bring this FTMO challenge back up to where it needs to be. I'm sure many people have been in this position before. When you're in 5% drawdown, you feel like the world's going to end. You feel like, should you even continue? Should I buy a new challenge? Where do I go from here? So what I'd like to be doing going forward is sharing with you my trade breakdowns, FX and crypto outlooks, strength versus weakness analysis, mistakes, recaps, lessons learned, full transparency, wins and losses. I'm going to be treating this channel like my personal trading journal, but hopefully one that everyone can learn from. So over these past 2 years, I've been obsessed with trading. I've sacrificed a lot to get to where I am today. Time, energy, late nights, weekends, not going out. But now I want to build something bigger. A documented journey and an honest representation of what real traders go through. Because I feel like in this day and age, there's a lot more success that is shown on the internet than there is failure. And this gives trading a big misrepresentation of what it really is and what goes into being a trader. There will be losses, there are losses, there's always going to be losses. Sometimes more than winning. But in the trading game, if you have a positive risk to reward, and you just stick to your trading plan and process, you will be fine. You will, in the long run, be a net profitable trader. And hopefully over the next coming weeks, months, however long it takes, I will show that to be true. So guys, if you want to follow this journey with zero filters, please hit that subscribe button, follow along, and let's see how far I can take this journey.